Welcome back to my channel at dito nga po ay tatalakayin ko ang solving quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. Bago po tayo magpatuloy, pwede po bang isubscribe nyo na ang aking channel at i-hit na rin po ang notification bell para updated po kayo sa mga sunod-sunod na videos na i-upload ko dito. All quadratic equations on its standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, can be solved using the quadratic formula x equals negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The following are the steps in solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. Step 1, write the equation in standard form. Step 2, determine the values of a, b, and c respectively. Step 3, substitute the values of a, b, and c to the quadratic formula. Step 4, solve the equation and simplify. Step 5, check the values against the original equation. And step 6, state the final answer. Problem number 1, solve using the quadratic formula the equation x squared plus 2x equals 35. Transpose positive 35 to negative 35 to the left to transform the quadratic equation into its standard form. Then identify the values a equals 1, b equals 2, and c equals negative 35. Substituting the values on the formula, we have negative 2 plus and minus square root of 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 35 all over 2 times 1. Continue, 2 squared equals 4. Negative 4 times 1 times negative 35 equals 140. 2 times 1 equals 2. 4 plus 140 equals 144. Square root of 144 equals 12. So the temporary values of x equals negative 2 plus and minus 12 all over 2. The first value of x is negative 2 plus 12 all over 2. Negative 2 plus 12 equals 10. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. The second value of x equals negative 2 minus 12 all over 2. Negative 2 minus 12 equals negative 14. Negative 14 divided by 2 equals negative 7. Therefore, the solutions for the quadratic equations are 5 and negative 7. Problem number 2, solve using the quadratic formula the equation 3x squared minus 13x plus 14 equals 0. Since the equation is already on its standard form, we can now determine the values needed. A equals 3, b equals negative 13, and c equals 14. Substituting the values on the formula, we have negative of negative 13 plus and minus square root of 13 squared minus 4 times 3 times 14 all over 2 times 3. Continue to simplify. Negative times negative 13 is positive 13. 13 squared equals 169. Negative 4 times 3 times 14 equals negative 168. 2 times 3 equals 6. Simplify next. Square root of 169 minus 168 equals square root of 1. Square root of 1 equals 1. Once again, the temporary values of x equals 13 plus and minus 1 all over 6. The first value of x equals 13 plus 1 all over 6. 13 plus 1 equals 14 over 6. 14 over 6 simply as form equals 7 over 3. The second value of x equals 13 minus 1 all over 6. 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Therefore, the solutions for the quadratic equation is 2 and 7/3. Problem number 3, 2x squared plus 3x plus 15 equals 0. Since it is on its standard form, we can now get the values of a, which is equal to 2, b equals 3, and c equals 15. Next, substitute these values on the formula. 2 for A, 3 for B, and 15 for C. Then simplify the exponent first. 3 squared equals 9. Then multiply negative 4 times 2 and 15 equals negative 120. 2 times 2 equals 4. Next, simplify or subtract 9 minus 120 equals negative 111. Since the square root of negative 111 has no real value, you can now stop your solution and you can now have your conclusion that the quadratic equation has no real roots or solution. Kung nakatulong po at nagustuhan ninyo ang video, please like. At paki-share na rin po para tuloy-tuloy ang pagtulong natin sa iba.